What is up everyone, Katie from Rugby Tennis. Hope you guys are doing great today. Today we are going to be talking about kick serve and how you can improve yours. Before we jump into the video, do not forget to like and subscribe. We got tons of good content on this channel. Haven't been posting as much as I would like the last little while just because I'm very busy with my season here. We're in the thick of it. We got playoffs coming up, but I promise we'll get the videos pumping out a little bit more here in a couple weeks. But please like and subscribe, really helps the channel. We got lots of good content that's already on the channel, and of course much more good stuff to come. But like I just said, we're talking about kick serve today, and just a while back ago, a couple videos ago, we talked about flat serve. Now if you enjoyed that video and you're looking to improve your kick serve as well, you're in the right place. I'm going to give you some tips today to help you maybe fix your kick serve, improve it, or really answer any questions if you guys have any for the kick serve with these tips I'm going to give you today. So first of all, what is a kick serve? Like, why do we call it a kick serve? When is it good to be used? A kick serve is typically used as a second serve, and they call it a kick serve because it kicks away from your opponent. So a lot of players use this on the second serve because it's a very high percentage serve. It travels a little higher over the net, it bounces high over the net, it bounces high off the court and into the player, and generally up and away from them. Especially for righties on the ad side, the kick serve is a nice little tool you can use. And for lefties, kick serve on the deuce side is really nasty as well. It's a very high percentage serve, very effective as well, especially in windy conditions, or if a player is unsure, it's a good serve to throw in there at the start of the match to get some rhythm as well. If a player has a really weak backhand, kick serve is a great way to attack that as well, high up and above their head. So now I'm going to give you some tips to improve your kick serve or help you learn it. So the first little tip is the grip, and this is the same thing I went over with the flat serve. You definitely you gotta have continental grip for a kick serve. There is no chance you can hit a kick serve with any other grip. In fact, if you want to get a little bit more bite and a little bit more kicking action, a lot of people will move their grip a little bit more over to bevel 1. So more of an Eastern backhand grip. This is actually something that I do. Not everybody does it, but if you're interested in trying that out, you can kind of move your knuckle a little bit more over down the middle bevel there, bevel 1 we call it. And that can give you a little bit more spin potential. For some it works, for some it does not. It works for me, so you guys can kind of play with that if you're working on baskets or whatever. So definitely you gotta have a continental grip to start working on kick serve. The next thing that's very important is the ball toss. I'm going to try and simplify it as best I can for you, especially if you're beginning. A lot of people are saying, oh, throw it way behind your head, and you got to do this and you got to do that, and think about this. The only thing that you should be trying to think about is if we're hitting a flat serve and we want our toss to be landing more in the court, out in front of us, we want to maybe bring that a little bit back. So if we're going to toss the ball, try and toss it so if you let it come down, it will bounce on your head. That's typically where you want to throw the kick serve toss. Sometimes people throw it way far back above their head, but then it's becoming a little bit of a risk factor to potentially shank, or you'll have less control over the ball. If you're throwing it above your head, right about here, that's where you're going to get kind of the sweet spot for the toss, and it's going to allow for the racket to go out and over the ball to give you the best spin potential, height over the net, best bouncing. So one thing that I just mentioned in that last tip was that kind of in and out kind of sensation. So if this is the ball, I know you guys are if I was hitting it towards you, I would be hitting it like this. So it's kind of like this. If you think about a clock, I got a little photo actually in front of me. If you think about a clock, if you're swinging from a 7 to 2 action is kind of what the swing path looks like. So you come up over the ball and out. When you're just beginning, you can also just go up and over and really just focus on the top spin part of it. So then you can maybe even go from like a 6 to a 12. But if you really want to get there, once you get going, you have some good practice with it, it's more of like a 7 to 2, because then it's going to bounce up and out, and that's what's really gonna do some damage for, to your opponent, especially if they have a weak backhand or you're trying to move them off the court or whatever the situation may be. And the last tip I'm gonna give you guys today goes for really all serves, but is very important on kick serve and second serve as well, is you gotta use your full body. This is a tip that I mentioned in the flat serve video. When you're going up at that kick serve hard with some good leg drive, you're swinging with some good acceleration, you're using your full body, you're gonna get a lot more out of the kick serve than just using your upper body or using just your legs or an arm or whatever that may be. If you use your full body, you're gonna have a higher chance, especially in the early stages, of seeing that ball kick really up high on your opponent, and that's what we want. So really try and use your body. All right guys, so there you have it. I hope you enjoyed those tips today. Definitely try them out. There's also some other good YouTube videos out there as well on kick serve, but I wanted to, really try and simplify it for you guys. That's what we're trying to do with these last few videos, give you guys some tips to really simplify some things. Don't overcomplicate it too much. So bring the basket out, think about a couple of these tips here and there. Maybe just think about 1 and 2 at a time. Don't overcomplicate it too much. But that's gonna be it for today. Do not forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.